Presenting the Shirley Temple Little Darling DVD collection. 18 timeless films packed with hours of her unforgettable singing.
Animal crackers in my soup. Monkeys and rabbits loop-a-loop.
What is up, guys? I'm kneeshuuh and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over everything that I'm using in a project pan and talking way too much. So if that's something that you're kind of excited to see, stick around. I have attempted another project pan in the past, and that was whenever I had my old makeup Instagram that I had in like 2015. And it didn't, no, actually it was 2017. I had it in 2017. Still, I put way too many things on it, like things that I thought I needed a variety in, but I didn't really need a variety in. I'll explain it in just a minute. And yeah, let me just tell you what I got. So for my eyes, for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be going in with the Colourpop Good as Gold palette. It is stunning.
Stunning.
And it looks like this. It's very boring, very neutral, but I love it a lot. Moving on to eyebrows, I'm going to be trying to use up my Ulta Beauty brow tint in Auburn and my Colourpop Boss brow also in Auburn. I'm trying to get out of, I don't really use brow tints anymore. I'm more into pencils now. So I'm mainly just trying to use this. Also, this is a little more like brown than Auburn. It looks like a very rich, warm brown, but it's also quite deep. And I just want something that's a little more red. I have bought the Urban Decay Brow Blade, and that's in a color that I really enjoy. So I want to use up these two, that way I don't feel bad about going in with that. Next is going to be eye primer, and I actually decided this halfway through doing my eyeshadow. I was like, I don't think I'm going to try and pan an eye primer. I don't have any that I particularly don't want. And I don't have any formulas that I particularly don't want, but I do have brands that I particularly don't want. And one of which is Revolution. So I'm going to be trying to pan the Illustrate Cut Crease Canvas. I'll get into more why I'm not trying to support Makeup Revolution anymore in that part of the video. So yeah, this is going to be the eye primer. I dropped what I was going to talk about next. Going back to face. I say going back to face. Well, that's eyes. Anyway, moving on. I am going to be trying to pan my Tarte Double Duty Beauty Shape Tape Concealer. There isn't anything necessarily wrong with this formula. I very much bought into the hype of it's full coverage, it's everything that I need, but it is very drying. And fun fact, I was actually looking for replacements for this, and then Tarte came out with their Ultra Creamy Concealer, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy it. I already know. And then for the last 21 days of beauty, it was half off. So I bought it trying to try it, and I actually really like it. The next face palette that I'm going to be panning is my Jaclyn Hill and BECCA face palette. This is very reflective, oh my goodness. But I actually have all three blushes on my face right now. Great, stunning.
So stunning.
And of course I'm wearing Champagne Pop. This is a great face palette, but BECCA's going out of business and I have Champagne Pop a million times over. Again, I have all three blushes on my face, and I think that that's a stunning combination on me. I want to finish this MAC Prep and Prime lip balm. I got this, I bought like a little MAC holiday set last year, and I love this, and I'm almost done with it. So I need to just like buckle down and use it. Next, I'm going to be going into lip liners. So lip liners, I've kind of gotten away from lip liners. Normally now I just use like a darker liquid lipstick, and I still really like that, but I also have a lot of lip liners. So I'm going to try and move away from that and just do my lip liner. So the first lip liner that I'm going to try and finish is going to be super easy. It's this. It is this little baby from KVD Vegan Beauty. That is the Lolita Everlasting Lip Liner. It's a great, great formula, great color. I think this is my second or third one, but like I said, I don't really use lip liners anymore. These are $20. I just don't need to buy it. The second one is more of a red, and I don't really use reds. I don't really wear reds, but I'm gonna try and wear more reds. Even though I don't have any reds picked out for this, it's fine. It's also by BECCA. It is their BECCA Ultimate Lip Definer in the shade Mystery. Now I do have a fair amount left in this one. The last one though is this. It's Handbag Ho by Kylie Jenner. And this isn't a retractable, it's just a pencil. I don't know why I'm holding it up, but I have all this. The next category is gonna be like lip glosses, liquid lipsticks. Why am I like this? Is this better? I feel like it's better. I have come to really appreciate more of like a velvet more of like a velvet liquid lipstick, and I'll kind of do that where I'll put like a gloss and then I'll put like another layer of the color of liquid lipstick that I'm using over it. It's just what I'm in with right now, and I really like this like lip combo that I've got going on. I did use Handbag Ho. I kind of overlined, but I don't care. What I need to do is I need to get through these LiveGlam Kiss Me liquid lipsticks. I got these literally like 2017, and they're from like a makeup subscription service, but they're so old I just need to get through them. I have Hottie or Hottie Tottie. I have Hottie Tottie and Teddy Bear. And then for my liquid lipsticks, I have this. It is Myra Nude. It's from the Nabella Noor and e.l.f. Collaboration. That was holiday 2019, I think. Yeah, holiday 2019, because I was at the Florida Ulta whenever this came out. I feel like I can't use it on my channel because you aren't able to like buy it anymore. So if someone's like, oh, I love it, but if it's in like a project pan, it's like, oh, well, that comes with the territory kind of. And then this is another from the Coco collection. This is The Bigger the Hoops. It's just a nice pink. I'm gonna try and get into wearing more pinks. I do have a little bit of pink on right now, it looks like, but that's because I use the more I mixed the more mauvey Velvet Teddy with the more peachy Myra Nude. That kind of made this like nice pink color. Is my eyelash coming up? When isn't my eyelash coming up? Come on. It's amateur hour here, folks. Oh no. It's amateur hour here, folks. Okay, and for the gloss that I want to use, it is once again Makeup Revolution. It is from their another holiday 2019 collection. This is in Luxurious. This is a very, very sparkly gold. They were very much going for like Fenty vibes with this packaging and with this like formula, because it does feel like a very sparkly like lip balm. But again, trying to get rid of Makeup Revolution. Although I do kind of have some like mixed feelings about Makeup Revolution, because they are coming out, or they have come out with some like Friends collaborations, and my mom's getting kind of into makeup, so I did want to buy her some of those. I feel like that might be okay because it's not like standalone products that they're ripping off like the highlighters from that one, from literally that collection, oh my god, or you know, like whole eyeshadow palettes from Kat Von D. Maybe I'm just a hypocrite. Maybe I'm just a hypocrite who knows how much my mom likes Friends. So yeah, that is everything that I'm going to attempting to Project Pan. If you want to see how I achieve this wonderful eye look, keep on watching. All right, let's start off this Project Pan first look. I promised myself that I was going to clean my brushes after my Lizzie McGuire video, and I haven't. All right, so I'm gonna start off by putting State of Mind just into my crease. It's a lovely, like, cool toned taupe. Now I have thought of another, like, okay video that I could use. It's a palette comparison, comparing this to Holiday 2020 palette by Colourpop, the Boudoir Noir, I think is what it was. It was their, like, goldy, they came out with two. They had, like, a more gold and then a more mauve. Now, something that I love about this palette is that it has pressed glitters. It has two pressed glitters, and I love their pressed glitters. It also has three really beautiful foiled shades. No, or is it four? And one Super Shock shade, which the Super Shock shades I'm hit or miss with, but I think that the gold tones in this palette are something that really speak to me. So I'm excited to get some everyday use out of this. All right, there that is in my crease. It's just a light flush of color. It's a very taupe shade. I'm gonna go in with some of Bold Rush on this on this Colourpop brush just to deepen up that crease a little bit more. Something that I don't enjoy is that this 12 pan palette does not come with a mirror. I think all palettes should at least come with a mirror. They're something relatively cheap that you can just throw in and it just enhances the quality of a palette. I used to not care if palettes had mirrors in them because I have a vanity and I would just do my makeup here on my big mirror. But now that I've started doing makeup in YouTube, I like being able to talk and hold my palette and see what I'm doing as opposed to like duck down, blend it mostly, and then come back up and kind of like pretend to blend it out a little bit more and just be like, yeah, so what I'm doing is, so the last time that I attempted a project pan, I put too many things in. And I do have a lot of things here, not gonna lie. But I think it's much more manageable because I had like, in case I get bored, I have 3 types of blushes and 4 bronzers and 3 eyeshadow palettes. And it's like, no, I'm not gonna get through anything. Now, as I put that bold rush on my outer V, it is coming up a little bit patchy. The color goes on patchy, but it blends out pretty beautifully. And of course, as always, I bring in like my transition colors into like this little dip in my nose. It's just something that I like to do, that kind of just like everything together. We don't talk about it. I never like explain what primer I'm using because I'm just trying to like use up some of like the tester primers that I got while working at Ulta and just in like little gift things for buying over $50 in general. And I think because I've never had an issue with this foundation oxidizing on me. Can primer make things oxidize? Or did I just use the wrong one? I used 230, I think. Or maybe it's just the fact that I'm all this through it. I love this foundation. I've already bought a backup during the Sephora VIB sale. I love this foundation. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all the liquid ones that I had because I always would buy like the newest one trying to get it to work, like trying to see what foundation is good for me, and I just need to go powder. Even at my driest, which here I'm at my driest, I just use powder. I need to talk while doing my makeup. So for the eye primer that I'm trying to like pan or just go through, I'm going in with the Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas. I'm just gonna use it to cut my crease. So I hate using the little brush that it comes with because, okay, it's not, I can't be like a beauty guru, it's okay. I hate using the little brush that it comes with because it came with the brush kind of like messed up. You know, whenever the Kylie lip kits first came out and the brushes were all like frayed? That's kind of what happened with this, and I can't be like mad, I guess, because it's like $8, but I also can be mad because it was $8. Just gonna use, this is the contour palette that I'm gonna use. As you can see, I only have a little bit left of it, but I want to just get through it. Now, the reason why I'm panning this isn't because it's a bad product. It's mainly because I've kind of fallen off the Makeup Revolution wagon. Like, to be honest, they are a copycat brand, and that's fine. I am all for brands recreating products that may not be accessible to everyone. But what I'm not okay with is if you copycat indie brands, like actual people that put their heart and souls into their products, whether that be influencer brands or whatever. And that's just my opinion. I'm not saying everyone who supports Makeup Revolution is a bad person. I'm not saying that by any stretch of the imagination. It's just for me and the morals that I'm trying to set for myself going forward, I just don't really vibe with it. I'm just gonna talk while this gets tacky because I use like way too much. This stuff, it's pigmented and it's thick, so it's a great formula, but moving forward, I just don't think I want to support Makeup Revolution. I'm kind of at that point with like Makeup Revolution and with Morphe where I'm kind of over it. I feel like they're like bully brands, I guess. Like they know that they have all this power and influence, so they don't give a dang. And again, like, I know this is gonna sound hypocritical, but you can copy whatever you want from like an Estee Lauder or a L'Oreal owned brand, because odds are the faces behind those brands make so much money that it doesn't matter. But indie brands who put their heart and their soul into every single launch, it's just not a vibe. It's not a vibe. Not a vibe! Not a vibe! And yes, this stems directly from them copying Manny MUA's packaging and kind of formula for their highlighters. Their highlighters, honestly, weren't as good. They weren't as pigmented, but that was a patented unit component and they totally stole it. So I don't know, just for the morals that I am trying to instill upon myself, I just don't see that they like align with it. So yeah, I'm gonna be kind of trying to phase out most of what I have of theirs in my collection. I've already gotten rid of some of their eyeshadow palettes that I had. Another thing that I'm trying to pan, that I might be trying to pan actually, I already have a pan in this. It's their Makeup Revolution Bake and Blot powder. I hated this powder as a baking powder, mainly because baking doesn't work for me, but especially with this, I would like take it on my makeup sponge and press it underneath my eye, and it would just crease and whenever I brush it away, it would have like every crease or pore would just be illuminated really bright where the makeup settled, and then the rest would just be whisked away, and I would just have these like crinkles underneath my eyes, and it was just not pretty. But as an all-around finishing powder, it's fine. It's okay. I was thinking of making a Franken powder by pressing both of these. This is the All-Nighter Setting Powder by Urban Decay. Actually the first setting powder I ever got. But I think I could do it and make some magic. The reason why I'm debating on it is because I already have pan in those, so it would be just trying to finish it. So I kind of want to move on to this e.l.f. palette. I want to make these two one powder and then work on these two. There's a pretty considerable dip in this side of it. In this side, I know you can't really tell, but not really so much on this side. So part of me just wants to finish this to get rid of it, but part of me also just wants to finish those to get rid of them. So we'll see. We'll see. I think this has dried enough. It's not like, it's still tacky, but it's not like goopy. Don't think it's gonna mess with any of the shadows. So what do I want to go in with? What look do I want to do? Like that's the golden question. What look do I want to do today? I think I want to do something simple. I think I'm just gonna go in with this beautiful taupey foiled shadow. I love Colourpop's foiled shadows, and I think they're giving up on them. So this is, I just try to use that as a mirror. This is Our Team. Autumn. Autumn? Is it just autumn? I love this shade. So for my inner corner, for like the inner third of this, I am gonna go in with 24 Karat. It is the Super Shock shade of the palette. And it just is like a nice white gold. Have to admit, I'm not a fan of the Super Shock shadows. I have a couple, but trust me, I got them against my will. Just added just a little bit more brightness. I might do some of Big Brooch to deepen up that outer corner. Okay, I'm going in with Big Brooch. It is a matte shade that is pressed with what looks like silver glitter. Oh, that came off so much more pigmented on this side. Why? Okay. Time to blend this out without picking up any additional product. So this doesn't look like the most blended, but I think this is the best that I can get with like what I have. So I'm gonna be going in with a little bit of Nugget About It to try and help out. Oh, Nugget About It, forget about it. Okay, Nugget About It. I said it the most Caucasian way. Just tapping that really. Just gonna go back over that with Autumn. Or is it A-Team? Oh, I think it might be a pun on A-Team. Ooh, okay, but that did kind of elevate this look too, like a foxy eye look. Ooh, I like it, okay. Brushing away any fallout. So I'm gonna do what I always do, and that is leave, do my bottom lash line, do my eyeliner, my lashes, and then I'll be right back. I'm back, and if you notice, I don't know how well it's gonna come up on camera, but in person at least, this part of my eye has somehow become super bright. How did that happen? Well, I was doing my eyeliner, and I was doing my eyeliner with eyeliners that I don't like, that I'm just trying to get rid of, and one of them wasn't so black or good, so I used my black eyeshadow that's in this palette to press it and make it look more black, and I got a lot of fallout, and then I think I overcorrected with some brightening powder, and now I'm just like this. So yeah, I'm wearing eyeliner. I'm not even gonna tell you what eyeliner I used, but for my bottom lashes I used, oh goodness, it's this one from Raw Beauty Kristi and Colourpop. The name has worn off on it. Very professional. I'll at least have it linked down below. And I'm wearing House of Lashes and Sephora collection in rose quartz. They're kind of short, but they're really thick, and I think that since I had to kind of overdo it on my eyeliner, it kind of helps hide how thick my eyeliner is right now. Anyway, this is the final look. It's my first look using my Pan That palette. How many shades did I use? I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I used 7 out of 12 shades. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna try and keep at it. I think the shade that I'm gonna hit pan on first is gonna be Team. It's probably A-Team. Like, the more that I think about it, it's probably A-Team. I think that's the shade that I'm gonna hit on first. That's the shade that I have the biggest dip in, but I'm excited to use this. I really, really like this eye look. I think it turned out really good. I think it looks really sultry, really smoky. I just really like it. So I will have everything that's available that I used linked down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see next. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Bye.